What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jonathan. We're back again, this time for the Bayview Mac race. We're starting here in Port Huron, Michigan, going north 260 miles to Mackinac Island. Follow along, it's going to be a great ride.
On Friday, July 15th, the unleaded crew motored up the St. Clair River from Bayview Yacht Club to Port Huron Yacht Club to participate in the 98th Port Huron to Mackinac race. We were all really excited to sail in this race, as it's regarded as the most prestigious race on the Great Lakes, with competitors coming in from across the United States. On Saturday morning, the rest of our crew joined us and we reviewed our tactics and game plans before heading out for our 2 p.m. race start. When it comes to race day tactics, we've learned that you have to make a plan on how you will sail based on the wind conditions and stick to it. There are always last-minute decisions that are made when conditions are different than expected, but when you change your tactics based on what other boats are doing or based on what you think or feel might happen, it always bites you in the butt. Today is the day. Today we're racing Port Huron to Mackinac. We'll see how long it takes. Our start's in 2 hours and we are doing the Cove course. So it's a long course, I think just under 300 nautical miles. Should take us a couple days and we'll see how we do.
Get stuck. Yes. Biggies on the main. Biggies on the jib. We are about an hour into the race. Winds are light, about 7 knots. And we are upwind with the jib. The wind is predicted to kind of spin around and go clockwise. Right now the wind's kind of coming from 1 o'clock, and over the next 24 hours it's going to kind of spin down, so we'll just go through different sails and kind of keep this same heading towards Cove Island. It is 6 p.m. and we're doing really well. So the wind shifted about 10 degrees. We're still using the jib. We're waiting for another 10 to 20 and then we'll go to Screecher and sail past.
way. I think it's pretty useful. The jib is on the spreader.
John, I'm gonna throw on the jib with you.
Crack the jib. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're putting the jib away. Send it, Chucky.
Hello, here's a quick update. I'm a black blob right now. It is 10 p.m. Etienne and I are at the helm. Charlie, Jonathan, and Phil went to bed. We had a beautiful afternoon and evening sailing, had some mashed potatoes and sausages for dinner. Hello, it's us again. It's 11 p.m. I just finished eating some nuts. We switched from the jib to the screecher because the angle was good. Etienne is steering. Our butts are really sore from sitting here in the tiller position. And we feel very clammy. Hello.
Hey.
It's all blurry, unfortunately. What time is it?
Midnight.
Ooh,
Going to bed.
our time to sleep.
Yep.
Charlie, Jonathan, and Phil are outside.
Yep.
It's 5:30 a.m. We're doing well.
Waypoint at 500 feet. What's up, fun ladies? You're about to see the most exciting thing that's happened in the past 24 hours. And then we're going to do the same thing for the 24 hours.
So I'm gonna ease as we barrel away.
Coffee. And maneuver.
We've been attacked by flies.
We've been attacked by flies. What's crazy to me is the vast species that exist on the Great Lakes in the middle of nowhere with nothing.
Yeah.
6:30.
It is 6:30 p.m. on Sunday, and we have officially spent the past 3 hours
In a hole.
in a hole. And would this be called the Mackinac Straits or not yet?
Not quite.
Not yet. We're just at the top of Port Huron, Lake Huron.
We've caught up to the rest of the pack, which is super cool, and everyone's trying to come and steal the wind that we're in.
Show them our beautiful friends.
This is our friend.
Buddy boating.
Buddy boating. It's always fun when you're on a huge lake and there's someone who just decides to sail right next to you. Like, why not?
When you're wet. Let's throw like a silver boat. What are the odds?
It is 8 p.m. on Sunday, and we are making dinner right now. Beef stroganoff. I made the pasta, had the beef and mushrooms prepped ahead of time, just heated that up together. It's actually getting a little chilly in the shade, so everyone's excited for a warm meal. Wind seems to be picking up right now. We're still using the spinnaker and heading a little bit north of the rum line to make sure we stay out of a pocket of poopy air just above the Michigan coast. It's almost 9 p.m. I don't know why I'm whispering. How are we still moving? It's 10:40. Etienne and I are attempting to make wind. Okay, it's 3 a.m. I just woke up. I slept in because Etienne got called to pull up the spinnaker and I didn't help. I just stayed in bed and they did a great job. And it's so calm. The moon's out. We're just gliding across the water. The sun is starting to rise. You can see it a little bit over there, which is so crazy. At 4:30. 6:02 a.m. How'd you guys sleep?
Great.
Yeah, good.
I heard you take the kite down and then I was...
You're like, good job, guys.
The last thing that I could tell you that happened was that you took the kite.
Yes.
It's 9:30 a.m. and there's wind, which we can't say for the whole night. At some point we were stopped, but now we're going 4.5 knots. Velocity made good towards our mark. Slightly off the target, but it looks like every other boat is stopped too.
That's encouraging.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're not stopped anymore, but it looks like a lot of boats were stopped during the night. Because we're all here within 30 miles of the mark.
That's cool. This is my pet fly. Have we gone crazy yet? And look, he doesn't go off. He's wind resistant. It is 2 o'clock on Monday. And we are 30 miles from the finish. Seems like such a short distance, but our VMG is only 3 knots right now, maybe 3.5. So it'll take us some time to get to the end. It is 4:30 on Monday, and we are finally in wind. We're going anywhere from 9 to 12 knots. We were just going, just 12. We were just going 90 degrees from the finish line. We just tacked, so hopefully our VMG is freaking awesome. Our, whatever you call it, instruments or navionics just was flickering or something, so we turned it off. So we don't quite know exactly how fast or, you know, what direction we're going, but we have instruments on our phones, so it's a very wild ride. This is such a great finish. We spent 48 hours just literally chilling in the most chill wind slash non-existent wind. And the finish we get to beat, okay, it's beating, no problem, and we get to beat home. So we're all in very high spirits, still top of the leaderboard. Hopefully that holds. You never know, you really never know until everyone finishes. So fingers crossed, we did a good job this time.
Okay, stacking in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nice.
She is stuck. She is stuck.
Where?
I don't know. Watch your fingers.
Good job, crew.
I don't want to be all mushy, but this little head that's sticking out, Etienne has worked so freaking hard on this boat, and he's so good at sailing, so modest too. I wanted to do a shout out and give a huge thanks on behalf of me, on behalf of the crew. We really appreciate everything you do and bringing us along for the ride. Let's go get him.
All right, 3, 2, 1, tacking. Okay, Phil.
Is that good?
Yeah. You want to eat a little of that? Let's see how it fills up. Okay. That's gonna stretch. Good job, Phil.
Okay, Jonathan, I'm gonna go up. You
Yeah.
It is almost 7 o'clock and we are on the home stretch here. We're still an hour, maybe 2 from the finish, tacking up, down, and 10 miles. We got 10 miles.
What, about 10 miles from the finish?
need to get away.
Yeah, we're feeding into the finish. Breeze was way up for a while. We were going faster than 12. Woo! We have no instruments, so we're currently navigating by phone and vibes.